How's it going? Welcome to Lockdown Lowdown, episode 9. You'll never get in the water again.
Get up! Get up!
So how's everybody doing? Lockdown Lowdown episode 9 is my 9th episode of lockdown, but I'm currently celebrating my 13th day of quarantine. Yep, that's right, we're on the 31st of March and we're cruising into April quickly. March has been, well, just forgot about it. And I suppose the depressing thing about that is that quite a lot of family members had their birthdays in March and we kind of didn't manage to see many of them for it, which is a bit rubbish. And as we head into April, it's my birthday coming up soon, which I share with my son, and he's going to be turning 3. So yeah, that's going to be interesting times. But anyway, I hope everybody's feeling pretty upbeat about it, and it seems that the world is starting to repair itself, ever so slightly. I do believe that there is a condom shortage around the world at the moment for obvious reasons, and I surely tell you that there'll be conversations in the future happening between parents and their kids as to why they were called what they were called. Daddy, why is my sister called Paris? Well, and son, that's where she was conceived. Ah, makes sense, Dad. Thanks. Yeah, no worry, quarantine. See you later. We can laugh about it now. We'll hopefully laugh about it in the future, but things are a bit tough here just now. I can say that the communities, especially the community that I'm in, everybody's doing their bit. All the rainbows are up in all the windows that the kids have been doing to show that kind of unity. And indeed, where I stay in Dunfermline, we have identified our own superhero, the Dunfermline Spider-Man, or the Dulwich Spider-Man as he's known, because that is the small area that we live in. His daughter goes to the same school, in fact she's in the same class as my daughter, and they have a son, also Liam, who's autistic, and he's raising money for the special needs section of the primary school that Liam attends. So Dulwich Spider-Man is out running 8 to 9 miles a day. That's 8 to 9 miles, not 89. And he's out in the full Spider-Man ensemble, running around all the estates and around all the streets so all the kids can see Spider-Man and give him a wave. It's also sparked other people to do the same, and as far as I'm led to believe, that part of the world here called Pitcorfey has got their very own Batman who's doing it also. So well done those guys. It just shows that selfless act that people are willing to go out, keep the social distancing, and just go out for a run, get a bit of exercise, raise a little bit of money for charity, and indeed just put some smiles on people's faces. So well done those gents and everyone else that's involved in it. So let's hit you up with some history. What happened in this day, 31st of March, back on yesterday? In 1889, the Eiffel Tower officially opens to the public. You can go in and climb it and have a wee look. And it remained the largest man-made structure for 41 years after it was built. 1967, the man, the legend, Jimi Hendrix sets fire to his guitar for the first time in London. 1979, the last British soldier leaves the Maltese Islands, therefore then celebrating Freedom Day every year since. How nice is that? 1999 sees the release of 10 Things I Hate About You, starring Julia Stiles and Heath Ledger in the modernisation adaptation of Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew. 2001, German brothers Ralph and Michael Schumacher share the top 2 positions on the grid, being the first siblings ever to do so. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday. You share your birthday with the legend that is Christopher Walken, the guitarist and legend that is Angus Young from AC/DC, and Scots-born actor Ewan McGregor. Still doing questions on hashtag Mikey Made Me Ask, so if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments or indeed tweet them to me at mmcm_media. Today's question was, which do I prefer in my donuts, jam or custard? Well, ordinarily I would say custard, because custard rocks, is awesome and nothing makes me happier than biting into a large donut and custard pouring down my beard. But in the light of being a new member to the dairy intolerant family, I would have to switch to jam, although it's not nearly as satisfying enough. I mean, there's things you can do with jam, things I'm not allowed to say on this channel, but I would prefer custard anytime over jam. Although a mixture of them both, unless you've had a bowl of custard and a big scoop of jam right in the middle of it that's warmed up. Oh yeah. Also, I've been leaving people with questions as well, which the answers I read on my YouTube are hilarious. It would appear that there's quite a divided opinion on the what is the shittest biscuit question, and indeed I said party rings and it has been contested, but I would still contest that it is the shittest party ring. It is also suggested that nice biscuits are the shittest, but to be honest, I actually quite like them because they're coconut flavour. There's substance behind that one, but hey, that's just me, and that's what makes us all interesting. The question about how many chickens it would take to kill an elephant was quite interesting as well. It was put to me, it depends how many chickens there were, or how big the chickens were, or indeed if one just snuck up on an elephant that had to be, standing by a cliff edge, who knows. Certainly, in the question, the chickens were all the same size as a normal chicken, so I would imagine you would have to have quite a few if it was going to take out an elephant, unless said the elephant had a defeatist attitude immediately. Seems you like the question so much, here's another couple to get your tantalising flavours around. Question 1. What is the weirdest thing you've ever seen in someone else's house? And what would be the worst thing for the government to make illegal? And that's us. Thanks again. We're at the end of another Lowdown. Thanks again for watching. Headbutt that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, even hit the notification bell. All these actions do help. It's great to have you here. I hope they're giving you a bit of substance in this boring time, but try not get too bored. Stay frosty, stay creative, and let's all get through this together. Keep in touch, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you on the next Lockdown Lowdown.